What's going on, everybody? It's Josh again from Jarrell's Diecast Customs, coming at you with the third video of the friggin' week. Kind of crazy, huh? But like I said, I try to get this channel popping again. I think you guys are actually enjoying these videos. The best part about it is I'm actually enjoying making these videos. So, you know, I'm gonna hop right back into this. This is clearly about Corvettes. I have talked about these in the past. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned that I'm a big-time Corvette guy. I don't have I have a fair amount. That's basically all I have right here. I don't know. I don't have any like the crazy RLC castings. I think they did like a couple RLCs. I don't have anything crazy. Just a couple supers, a couple chases. But yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna jump right into it and show you guys what I do have though. This one of the cooler ones I got, I think. This is the sorry, I almost said RLC. Target Red Edition. It's got the Spectra Flame red paint on it. It's like the chase version of the Corvette C7R. Kind of interesting. They never really announced this. They never really said into that they were going to be doing anything like this, but they kind of just did it. And I was lucky enough to find one. Don't know what they're worth, but hopefully one day they're going to be worth something because it's neat. Maybe trade it for a sick Datsun or something. This one I got in a trade. It's a 62 Corvette. Super Treasure Hunt. It's that beautiful blue tealish paint on there. Absolutely gorgeous color. Right when I started collecting Hot Wheels, I saw a picture of this one, and this was an absolute must grab for me eventually. I was like, I must trade for this. I must get this eventually. And luckily enough, I did. And I didn't really give too much up for it. It was like something kind of silly. I almost kind of stole it, I feel like. Couple more supers for you guys. I was lucky enough to find a bunch of these. I found 3 of them, actually. I got an open one right here for you. This is obviously the 69 Corvette Racer. This one came out last year, I believe. It was 2019 Super Treasure Hunt. I found a few of them. They're gorgeous casting. The paint on there is really, really slick. The deco on there is also really cool. Very retro. Gumball 3000 deco on there. Very good looking casting. Big fan of the wheels too. They just did a very nice job on it. And this one's a real looker. Hey, down there flat. It's a Corvette Grand Sport Roadster. Super Treasure Hunt, obviously, with the gold Spectra Flame paint and the Goodyear Real Riders on there. Really killer casting. Actually, I'm going to be honest with you, not a huge fan of the casting, but a big fan of the Super Treasure Hunt. They did a great job on this. Definitely super old school deco, the number 2. Always been a fan of the number 2. I'm a big Yankees fan too. Derek Jeter. You guys know. Good looking car. Get these out of the way. I'm going to show you this Lucy. I picked this one up at the flea market the other day. This is I don't know what year it is. Say a year? 97 Corvette. It's a C5 Vet. Not the Z06 or anything like that, I don't think. It's just a regular old Vet. But this casting is sick. I'm going to say definitely one of the most underrated castings. Hold on, let's see if I can make this focus a little bit better. Definitely one of the more underrated castings, I'd say. It's just very well proportioned. It's kind of big compared to like some of the other cars and stuff like that. But man, you do some work on this and lower it down, put a different set of wheels on there. Oh, this thing's going to be slick. Plus that green paint. Real pretty. Look how they detailed the rear end too. They did a really nice job throwing things around. Really nice job detailing the rear end. And the front. Which is cool. Just front and rear decals. Very plain Jane. But you guys know I like that kind of stuff. What did I drop? Something was flying. Oh, is that Super? Probably not the first tumble it's taken. It's probably fallen off my wall a couple times too. All those, you guys can basically see what I got in there. I'll run through those pretty quick. This one, I don't know the name of this one. It's the Corvette Stingray. It's definitely a Corvette Stingray concept, I'm pretty sure. Like the concept race car. It's a metal on metal. It was cool casting, but I'm not a huge fan of the deco on it, but it's also the only version of it that I got. So until I find a better one, that's the one I'm going to keep. This is a cool, also old school. It's a 65 Vet convertible. Good looking car. Also nice looking deco with the flat black. I got a couple of the Grand Sport Roadsters in here. This one's the one from the Fast and the Furious. Here's basically a coupe version of it. Hardtop coupe version of the same exact car. I have a ton of the Grand Sport. I think it's a Grand Sport. Yeah, it's the regular Grand Sports. A fair amount of them. I'm in the middle of doing one as a custom, actually, because I really like that casting. These are some of my favorite ones, too. The faster than ever wheels on there. They look really sharp with the gold, and these things just roll. They just roll forever. Forever. Compare that to like a normal wheel, you know? I'm gonna be honest with you, that rolled pretty well. But not as well as that. Pretty neat. These things probably rip down a track. Probably friggin' rip, bud. I'm gonna put these back in there. Stay a little bit organized here. Got a Grand Sport or a Corvette Racer, a couple of these Stingrays, a couple more of them. Got one of the Gas Monkey cars. This is a great casting. I'm gonna show you this one, the Zamac version of the Greenwood Vet. This is actually a harder one to find, I'm kind of sure. Probably worth it, a couple bucks, whatever. Like I said, I'm not in it for the value. Great car though. Love the casting. Greenwood Vet is a fantabulous casting. I'm gonna actually open a couple of these up here in a minute. I'm not going to waste too much more time on these. Got a couple newer Corvettes. We got a couple new Grand Sports, a couple new Z06s, C7s, Z06s, coupes, convertibles, stuff like that. Down the bottom row, we got some C7 Stingrays, a couple cop cars, a Matchbox in the very bottom there on the bottom row. But I'm going to hop right into these things here. I'm probably going to rip these open too as we go. I got another, about 8 minutes left on this video. Got to make it kind of quick. But yeah, I got some, like I said, I'm a big fan of the Corvette Grand Sports. I got a couple more of them right here. Big fan of the number 2 deco. I said that earlier. It's actually kind of funny. They have the number 2 on the Super Treasure Hunt too. Different deco, obviously, but same number. Kind of interesting. Ooh, that blue paint on there is really sharp. That's beautiful. Super birdie. Yeah, big fan of that guy. Hang on, I'm gonna aim it back down here. A red version of the same casting. Same deco and everything. Now we're going to hop right into the 80s Corvette. This one's a little bit different. Obviously, it gets metal on metal, actually, which is kind of cool. It's an older version. The only thing that kills me is those taillights. Holy smokes. Got to try to fill those bad boys in with something. Some putty or something, or some clay. And bake it down, because that is just... Fit some number 2 pencils in there and sharpen them up. Pretty sharp, though. I like that casting. From side profiles, it's like real nice. We got here. I'm gonna hop into some older ones. I'm gonna save the newer ones for last. Got another Greenwood Vet here. In gold. They did a teal version of this right after this that was really sharp, but I think the gold, this metallic gold, is hot. Super hot. Big fan of that Greenwood Vet casting. They did a Super that I like to get to. The Super doesn't look that good in my opinion. It's like that orange one, but it's all right. Then we got this guy here. It's a it's the Gas Monkey one. I'm trying to think of the name, blanking out hard, but not bad. Definitely a good looking casting as well. Right here we got the 19 Corvette 01 convertible. This is a brand new casting, actually. Hold on. My girlfriend's here. She's asking if it's okay to come in. I'm going to send her this emoji because it's the only one I can get to. This one. Hopefully she gets hit. 19 Corvette 01 convertible. I'm not a huge fan of the orange, but it's a new casting, so I had to snag it. We said, why not? You know what I mean? Focus for me here. Focus for me here. Whammo. Front and rear decos as always. I dig how the vets do that. She doesn't understand. I'm gonna send another one. Just come in. Couple more Grand Sports. Got a Grand Sport convertible here. Actually, this one's a ZR1 on the bottom here. Big fan of the ZR1s. This video got real distracted here. Good thing we didn't do this live, but it's going to be a one take anyways. We're doing it. I really wish this was focused. I don't know why it's not focusing for me. Corvette ZR1. Good looking casting. Probably one of my favorite Corvette castings that they've come out with. Huge fan. Stockpiling these babies up. Grand Sport. Look at that color. Whew. Big fan of this one. No, she's just going to sit outside apparently until I finish this video. I've sent her a few of those. Come in if you're out there. I think she heard me. Beautiful Grand Sport. Huge fan. Huge fan. I love the respect though. I just want to ruin the video. That's very sweet. But just come in. You're not going to ruin the video. 12 Corvette Z06. Black on black. Hot. It's from the Corvette series or something like that. I don't know. Oh yeah, that is. There you go. It's an older one. From 2012 actually. Sorry, I was looking at this below the camera. That's sweet. I like that. Focus for me, please. The black with the gray tampos on the roof. And the hood, and I almost said the lid. The hood. Rear decals would have been solid on there. That wouldn't have been bad. Dennis Zamak. I believe this was from last year, 2019. Yep, says it right there. Corvette C706 convertible. She made it inside. She's inside. Hi. I'll crack this open for you too. I don't have too many Zamaks, but I have a few of them. Not bad. Not a fan of the green. That's pretty hideous. And the green wheels, nope, not a fan. Gray or really any other color, except for red, would have been pretty good. But we'll deal. We'll deal. We got another one of these Matchbox 2015 Stingrays. Big fan of that color. What does that say on there? Trooper? Matchbox Highway Patrol. Yeah, I like that gray. Big fan of that gray. Those wheels are nice too. Matchbox does better wheels than Hot Wheels a lot of the time, unfortunately. Pretty sharp. And last but not least, this is my favorite one out of the set so far. This is the 09 Corvette ZR1 from the Cards of the Decades. I believe this is like an older Target set. Does it say on the back? Doesn't say. I think it is an old Target set though. I don't know, some of those other castings probably look pretty nice too. The 92 Ford Mustang casting looks pretty decent on there. And that custom 59 Cadillac. But yeah, let's crack this one open too. I've had this one for a while. This one's actually worth a couple bucks, I think. I looked it up. But we're going to rip her open. I like that color. It's like a grayish blue. Some of the paint they throw on these is... Oh, wow. It's got... front and rear. And side decals. Wow. It's not bad. That's pretty hot. Well, you guys enjoy your night.